Woo! Oh man! Welcome back. It's the Hip Hop Report, and I fell asleep, and when I woke up, there was a new Eminem album out, Kamikaze. The surprise album from legendary Detroit rapper Marshall Mathers, where honestly, when I looked at the track listing, I already knew what we were getting. I already knew that it was gonna be the album that we've been wanting. I already knew from the lack of pop-friendly singer features that this was gonna be the album that changes the trajectory of where Eminem's legacy is going to end up. Because honestly, with another 2-3 albums like that trash he was putting out previously, where it was all pop-friendly singing fucking singles, I already knew that shit was gonna start blemishing his record. But luckily enough, he had a little bit of sense, snapped out of it, and returned with Kamikaze. So, Kamikaze has a few features, most notably Royce 5'9", Joyner Lucas, hell, even Jessie Reyez is spitting bars on this thing, which honestly, she has 2 features on here, so shout out to her, because 2 features on an Eminem album, you don't even need Lemon Water for that. So, with that being said, guys, listen, fact. This is the Eminem we've been waiting for. Despite his age, I still enjoy the idea of him attacking and destroying popular culture and pretty much throwing jabs at just about anybody that is under the bar and subpar to the bar that hip-hop has already set for itself. Again, like I've said before, hip-hop has a bar, it's been set. Anything under it is subpar, period. That's why the top tier talent and the biggest money getters, shout out to 21 Savage, are lyrical artists that deliver content and substantial skill level and have actual stories to tell and not just mumbling and jumbling and ad-libbing over the whole track. And again, listen, there's records of that side of the culture and that side of the sound that I totally enjoy, and I get it. There's tons of things that I understand the value and I understand why they're popular and such and whatever. However, when it comes to top tier talent and hip hop, one can only see the top tier lyricists of each generation, period. It never changes, and it will never change, and the subpar, Lil Yachty, mumble jumble shit is always gonna have its moment, but it's not gonna be any more than that. Now, with that being said, Not Alike is obviously a quick jab at Not Alive. It uses the same beat. Eminem takes the same flow of the Block Boy JB Drake record and really makes it his own. Essentially, Eminem is, throughout this whole album, taking everybody else's popular flow except Valet's. He never took Valet's flow, huh? That's pretty crazy. But it would have been nice to see him do it, because I think that flow fits his goofy animated persona really well. But nonetheless, I think it's dope that he didn't actually take it, but he did destroy everybody else's flow. Like I said before, Jessie Reyez has 2 samples on this. The thing kicks off with the Ringer intro, where he basically, it seems like he's reflecting on his last album and not so much the struggles that he's been dealing with in regards to catching a wave, because I don't think Eminem cares for a wave, but honestly, I think he's basically been trying to make motivational music, because that's what he feels people need, because the world is so full of negativity and just bullshit, that I think he's been trying to rise above that and give people more emotionally driven motivational music. But unfortunately, that's not what people want, because people love fuck shit. And so here we are. The Ringer addresses all that stuff. It's a 6-minute intro where he basically goes from A to Z and addresses everything you could possibly. He could have literally had a 1-song album and we would have known where he was at currently. But we do get a full body of work from Eminem. Stepping Stone is one of my favorite records, because it really reminds me of it's almost the closest thing I think we've gotten to the Marshall Mathers LP, where he's really addressing his personal issues and some of his struggles coming up, and really seems to be tapping into the personal bag without being cheesy or corny or like having a female pop singer on it. I think Normal is probably the worst record on here, and maybe the only one that this record needs to just get rid of. He needs to just go back in there like Nicki Minaj did and just take that record, just roll it right out of there. What else? Lucky with Joyner Lucas is a record that I think has been long time coming in regards to, you know, Joyner Lucas and Eminem styles and how they attack records and how detailed and personal they are able to paint the picture with their lyrics. So this thing was bound to happen, and it's amazing to see that happen. I'm so happy that he didn't do a record with Logic, because I just think he knows that Logic is just cheeseball shit, and I think you should too. Lemon water. With that being said, honestly, those are the records that I really feel like I wanted to highlight. I didn't really want to tap into this album too far because, again, I really do think that you have to consume the music and really try to figure out where he was at and give it some time. So I don't want to do an album review that is so much in depth, because I haven't really been able to analyze it and critique it and really go into it in depth. But I can tell you that this is the album we've been waiting for. This is what we've wanted from Eminem this whole time. Like I said, I mean, to me, him being able to address pop culture and the, you know, below the bar quality product that we're getting right now in the industry, and what I've been talking to a few people about is about the idea that the culture will eventually turn upside down. Everything is so far-fetched from where hip-hop started that I feel like it's almost going to do a full 180. And when we get back into it, we're gonna see artists that are substance-based and bound to give more substantial content, personal content, and societal terms and topics, and addressing these things are going to really step into the spotlight and be able to actually be successful on a commercial level on a grand scale. You know, artists like JID that are bringing in not only lyrical content, but flows, dynamics, and very vivid storytelling. I think that's absolutely going to come back in, and even though the SoundCloud wave is so big right now and it does have its moment, I don't think that's going to last another 3 years. I think in the next 3 to 5 years we're going to see a big wave of lyrical content and hip-hop going back to its roots as it turns back around and starts a cycle over again. Again, music, art, it is all a cycle, it's all repeated, and it all becomes part of itself, of course, merging and developing in different areas to bring in a new sauce or a new seasoning or a new spice into the culture and into the sound. Guys, Rambo Hustle, I hope you have a great weekend. I want to keep it short and sweet. Peace, love, and hip-hop. Kamikaze is out now. Don't sleep on Eminem. If you don't think Eminem is one of the greatest rappers alive, please listen to the album. Make sure you come back, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and let us know what you thought. Woo!
Bullshit like I'm mastermind in Watergate. Nixon on my wrist, ironic, dick runners on Islands, hey. I prefer you say you suckers acting like some bitches, falling out with homies over ridges.